Aloha. Welcome to AB Seminar Sessions. Today, we're going to talk about property management and leasing. So if somebody wants to be in property management, or if you're a tenant, or you're an owner of a business, you should know some of the parameters and requirements and qualifications of what's entailed in good property management and leasing. Property management is a highly specialized field, and not everybody wants to be in property management. It consists of operations, supervision, execution of management principles and policies. Okay? A manager's prime responsibility is to do the best job for the owner that they work for. The second responsibility is to create a good environment and a well-maintained building for the tenants to enjoy because they're paying the rents. And this is where the balance must be between taking care of the client's needs, the owners, and taking care of the tenant's needs, who is supplying the income to help the owner to maintain that property. There's several organizations that help the property manager learn their trade and business. One is called the Institute of Real Estate Management, called IREM, I-R-E-M. They're part of the National Association of Realtors, and they're formed in 1933 to help property management companies do their job better. And they expanded the membership to individuals and not just to companies. And they also have what they call designations that they give for people that excel in the area of property management. And one is called CPM, Certified Property Manager. I had one of my students have a CPM designation. So I asked her, what did it take to get the CPM designation? She said, you have to be a property manager of an office building or commercial building for years. Then you have to take the classes and pass the tests. And then you get this CPM designation issued by IREM. So it's a highly desired designation for property management. Then she says, back then, this is like 20 years ago, she said, the annual fee to join this group and to maintain that accreditation was about $400 a year, in addition to all the other expenses. So now it could be double, because that was 20 years ago, if you account for inflation. Now, are there other groups that help you with commercial properties? Let me mention some and see if you know what they are. One is called BOMA. And you go, what is BOMA? Okay, that's Building Owners Management Association, I believe. I'm not part of BOMA, okay, but all I know for is the acronym, and this for building owners and managers. Well, what's that different from IREM? IREM is for property managers, but BOMA is for building owners, okay, and they probably overlap on who their members are. Then they also have a thing called NAIOP. And NAIOP has to do with developers and owners and ancillary fields like architects, contractors, and attorneys and lenders, etc. And I've been to a few NAIOP meetings, local chapter here, and they have a really good program of different developers and industry leaders that talk about what they do to promote the NAIOP mission. So now you got IREM, you got BOMA, and you got NAIOP. And they all have a different niche to fill in helping the commercial business do their job better and be more professional. There's also another group called CCIM, Certified Commercial Investment Member. And this is an education group that teaches 4 classes, 1 week each, and it's pretty expensive for the tuition. Then you have to pass the test with 7% passing rate. And then you have to have 10 projects that you've done as a salesperson, a developer, or broker, or whatever, and show them that you have proficiency in the commercial market. Then you take a national test. And then when you pass that test, then you get this CCIM badge, all right? So there are different groups that help the commercial world to do their job better. Now, in future videos, we're going to talk about the responsibilities and the duties of these property managers. So this is an introduction to the commercial world. Hope this helps. Aloha.